This section is going to be on percent increase and percent decrease. So we're still using percentages, we're still going to use ratios to figure it out. So a percent change is going to be when you're describing how much something changes and you're using percents to do it. So this is the formula you'll use. Percent change is equal to the amount of change over the original amount. And an increase just indicates that there's been an increase in the number. It's how much it increases by. A percent decrease is how much the original decreases by. Use the same formula regardless. So let's find the percent increase or decrease from 20 to 24. So the first thing we're going to do is we got to find the amount of change. So every time we're going to find the amount of change. So I'm going to do 24 minus 20. So my amount of change is going to be 4. So that's what will go on the top of my fraction. So we're going to set up our ratio. So remember, it is the amount of change over the original amount. So we went from 20, so that's our original amount. All right. So then we're going to change that into a decimal. Remember, we divide the top by the bottom. So we're going to do 4 divided by 20, which is 0.2. And then I change that to a percent by moving that decimal 2 spots, which would be 20%. So this is an increase of 20%. Let's try another one. The heart rate of a hibernating woodchuck slows from 80 to 4 beats per minute. What is the percent decrease? So first we're going to subtract them. So we'll do 80 minus 4, giving us 76 beats. That's how much it decreases, so that's going to go on top. Then my original goes on the bottom, so I'm going to do over 80. Find the decimal, so I'll do 76 divided by 80. That's going to give me 0.927. Change that to a percentage, which is 92.7%. So that is a huge decrease. So 92% means almost all of it, but you can see that going from 80 to a 4 is a huge decrease in the heart rate of these little hibernating woodchucks. So that's a good answer. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, 69.9 million children live in the U.S. in 1998. It is established that there will be 77.6 million children in 2020. What is the percent increase to the nearest percent? So we're going to round that up, no decimal. So first thing we got to do is we got to find our difference. So I'm going to take my big one minus my little one. So I'll do 77.6 million minus 69.9 million. And that's a difference of about 7.7 million kids. Right? So I'm going to take my 7.7 million. I'm going to divide it by my original. So it's not always the big number you're dividing by. It's got to be the original. So 7.7 million divided by 69.9 million is going to give me 0.11. So when I round that or make that a percentage, that would be 11%. So there's an 11% increase in the number of children in that 22 years. So we are going to use percent increase or decrease to find a price. So Anthony bought an LCD monitor originally priced at $750. That was reduced by 35%. So what was the reduced price? So first we're going to find the percentage of the original price. So what is 35% of 750? Well, so we're looking for 35% of 750. So I'm going to change this to a decimal. Of means multiply, so I'm going to multiply 0.35 times 750 and get 262.5. So that's how much it was reduced. So now I'm going to subtract this amount from my original. I'm going to say 750 minus 262.50. So 750 minus 262.5. And I'm going to get 487.5. Okay. So let's try going the other way. Mr. Salazar received a shipment of sofas that cost him $366 each. He marks the price of each one up by 33.13% to find the retail price. What is the retail price of each sofa? So we're going to find the markup by multiplying the original by the percent. So I'm going to do my 366 times my 33 1/3. So 366 times 0.333. That's going to give me my markup. So they're going to mark it up by $121.88. That's how much he's going to mark it up. So then I'm going to add the markup to my original cost. So I go from 366 to, I'm going to add my 121 there. So that would give me 487.88 cents. So that's how much he's going to sell the sofas for. Don't worry if it's a little confusing. We'll do lots more practice in class. And I will see you later. Have a good night.